The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
Profound words from Malcolm X and the root of a 5-part radio series produced by WVON called The Invisible Ones, Voices of the Missing. And these are the faces. This project focuses on 51 black women and girls that have gone missing or have been found dead in Chicago over the last 2 decades. And it is something we have also been covering here on NewsNation Prime, highlighting the lack of attention so many of these cases receive in Chicago and across the country. One of those cases is the disappearance of Kierra Coles. The 25-year-old postal worker who was expecting her first child mysteriously disappeared from her Chicago neighborhood 3 years ago. Her family is still desperate for answers, but they have come up with no new leads after all of this time. She was headed to work that day. Her lunch that she had packed was in her car. She did not plan on disappearing. Joining me now to talk more about this radio series is Candace McCollum, producer and morning news anchor at WVON, an important project. Candace, we appreciate you coming on to talk to us about it.
Thank you for having me this evening. Thank you.
You have said that you want to humanize the women whose names we never knew. Kierra Coles is one of them. Tell us about this docuseries, Kierra Coles, and any new leads in her case.
Absolutely. So at WVON, we did a 5-day docuseries highlighting approximately 51 Black women and girls, and actually Hispanic women as well, who have been missing or murdered, and there's been nothing that has come up as into who did it. And we also talk about the possible reasons as into why these women are missing. So one of the theories, I talked to Thomas Hargrove, who came up with the Murder Accountability Project, and he's a serial killer or two in Chicago. We also talked to a woman from the Dreamcatcher Foundation, Brenda Myers, about sex trafficking as being a possible reason as into why these women are missing, because in Chicago, sex trafficking is actually the 3rd largest hub, and a lot of African-American girls and women, they have higher rates of being sex trafficked due to socioeconomic status. More Black women and girls are subjected to molestation and numbers of like that. But Kierra Coles is a story that haunts a lot of us in the Chicagoland area. She went missing in 2018. She was a postal worker, and her mother said there has been no leads, to the point where she says the police haven't even interviewed or brought in the father of the unborn child, which doesn't make any sense. And these families want answers, just like the stories you did, about 5 minutes ago. They all sound so familiar to the families that I interviewed, and it's sad and it's heartbreaking. And just like the mothers that I just heard a few minutes ago, they have taken on a grassroots effort to do what they need to do, since they feel like they're not getting the answers from, police and local officials.
So what else have you found and uncovered, Candace, in your research and in your interviews and investigating this, in terms of how police handle many of these cases, specifically Chicago police in a lot of these?
Well, a lot of times the families have been told that we can't research because there is no body has been found, or she just ran away, she'll be back. There just doesn't seem to be an urgency, and a lot of the people that I interviewed believe it just boils down to race. When we are talked about, Black women and girls are talked about in the news, it's more so a 30-second clip. And then after that, it just goes away, and we're not able to connect like we are able to connect to the Gabby Petito or a Natalie Holloway, because we actually got to know who they were. And so we want the same respect when it comes to our missing Black women and girls. And don't get me wrong, we're not saying at all that Natalie Holloway or Gabby Petito, those lives don't matter, because they do, but we just want it to be even across the board. We want the same urgency and respect from media and also the local, police officials that should be taking these cases much more seriously than they do.
Right. And what we know in all of these cases, black or white, but specifically in your case, in all these 51 women, they aren't getting the attention from so many different areas. So it takes police, it takes the media, it takes advocates in the community, it takes the family and friends, and it means staying on it and showing their faces. So Candace McCollum, the docuseries, 5 parts, Voices of the Missing. We want to give them a voice as well. We appreciate you coming on and sharing the work that you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.